6 support systems that empower you after 60, with or without family. When you were younger, the answer to who has your back probably felt simple. Family, your spouse, your kids, maybe a sibling or two. But once you hit your 60s and beyond, something starts to shift. Kids get busy, spouses may pass away, friends move, and suddenly you realize if you're going to thrive in this next chapter, you need something more, something stronger, something dependable. That's where these 6 powerful pillars of support come in. They don't rely on luck or bloodlines. They're yours to build, and they can give you a foundation of independence, peace, and fulfillment, stronger than you ever imagined. Let's walk through each one together. Number 1, financial stability that empowers. Let's get this out of the way first. Financial stability matters more than ever. Richard, 72, always thought his kids would step in if he hit hard times. But when a sudden health issue drained his savings, they couldn't help. Not because they didn't love him, but because they had their own families to support. This isn't about getting rich. It's about being prepared. Do you have enough to cover an emergency? Can you make decisions without fear? Financial stability gives you options about where you live, what kind of care you receive, and how freely you move through life. It starts with small, empowering steps. Learn to track your spending, consolidate unnecessary expenses, and review your insurance and benefits. Explore passive income sources or part-time work that align with your lifestyle. The goal isn't to become wealthy, it's to become secure and to give yourself breathing room to make decisions based on choice, not desperation. A reliable financial base becomes your personal safety net. It reduces anxiety and increases autonomy, which makes a bigger difference to your well-being than you might expect. It's peace of mind that lasts longer than any monthly check-in from family. Number 2, strength in your own skin. Your greatest asset after 60 isn't your house or your retirement account, it's your body. Carl, 68, let things slip after retiring. Within a few years, even grocery shopping became exhausting. He finally realized, no one is coming to carry you. It's your job to keep yourself strong. Mobility equals freedom. The ability to drive, walk unassisted, or even bend down to tie your shoes is something many don't appreciate until it's gone. Investing in your strength through movement, flexibility, and nutrition is investing in your independence. Start with what you can manage. Stretch every morning, walk for 15 minutes a day, lift light weights, or do water aerobics. Prioritize sleep and manage stress. Each healthy choice adds to your stamina, energy, and resilience. And when your body is working with you instead of against you, you'll have more confidence and less fear about aging. Health gives you options. It allows you to travel, volunteer, or play with grandkids. It keeps you in charge of your day instead of dependent on others. And that, in itself, is a form of powerful support. Number 3, the circle that lifts you. We all need people, but not just any people. We need a circle that lifts us. This is your tribe, your chosen family, the people who choose to walk beside you through life's ups and downs, not out of obligation, but out of genuine care. Margaret, 73, waited for her sons to call, but they were busy raising families, so she built her own crew, a community group, a walking buddy, a card night with neighbors. These connections brought warmth, laughter, and accountability back into her life. You can find your tribe through senior centers, hobby classes, religious gatherings, or even online interest groups. Think of Maya, 70, who created a support system that included a walking buddy, a dietitian she met at a cooking class, and a neighbor who helped during tough times. This wasn't a formal healthcare plan, it was her lifeline. And in Arizona, a group of 6 women in their 60s formed their own mini community. They celebrated birthdays, ran errands for each other, and checked in daily. Their bond became one of the most dependable forms of support they had. Friendships at this stage of life are often more intentional, more supportive, and more fulfilling. They may not be lifelong, but they can be life-giving and life-saving. Your tribe doesn't need to be large, just loyal. Number 4, a purpose that pulls you forward. Purpose is oxygen for the soul. George, a retired engineer, started to feel invisible after leaving work. Then he volunteered at a school, helping kids build simple machines. His eyes lit up again. Without purpose, days blur together. Time stretches without meaning. But with even a small purpose, feeding birds each morning, knitting for a shelter, tutoring someone online, your days gain structure and value. You feel part of something again. Your purpose doesn't have to be profound. It just has to matter to you. Whether you're nurturing creativity, contributing to your community, or simply learning something new, these pursuits remind you that you're still relevant, still capable, still needed. And most importantly, purpose gives you joy, not just for yourself, but for those around you. A person with purpose radiates life. Number 5, your inner compass. Some people call it faith, others call it mindfulness, spirituality, or resilience. Whatever name you give it, your inner compass helps you weather storms when no one else can. Helen, 75, lost her husband and leaned heavily on her kids until she realized they couldn't fill the emptiness. It was prayer, journaling, and grief counseling that helped her heal. Your inner world is where your greatest strength lives. When you nurture it through reflection, solitude, or connection to something bigger than yourself, you create a foundation that doesn't crack under pressure. It could be daily meditation, reading sacred texts, or simply sitting outside and observing the trees. Whatever your practice, let it be a ritual that grounds you, gives you peace, and restores your perspective. Inner strength is often the difference between feeling like you're aging, and feeling like you're evolving. Number 6, the power to pivot. As we age, one thing is certain: life is going to change. People move, bodies change, technology evolves, and routines get disrupted. That's why flexibility is one of the most underrated, yet powerful forms of support you can develop. Frank, 78, felt disconnected when his longtime friends moved away. At first, he was tempted to retreat into isolation, but he didn't. Instead, he learned to use Zoom, joined an online history group, and started texting with new friends he met through a community blog. His life didn't shrink, it evolved. Adaptability doesn't mean giving up on the past. It means being open to new ways of connecting, learning, and experiencing life. When you can pivot, you protect yourself from the emotional toll of rigidity. You remain curious, hopeful, and engaged, qualities that make every chapter of life more meaningful. Closing thoughts. What you build now. Here's the truth: you can't control who shows up for you, but you can control the support systems you build. These 6 pillars: financial strength, physical health, purpose, emotional resilience, a strong social circle, and blended adaptability support networks, aren't just ideas. They're strategies for real freedom. You deserve to feel secure, seen, strong, not because someone swoops in to save you, but because you've built a life that holds you up. So ask yourself, which pillar do I need to strengthen today? And then start there, one choice at a time. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. We'd love to know what insight stuck with you the most. Drop a comment below and tell us how you'll put it into practice in your own life. Your perspective truly matters, and hearing from you encourages us to keep creating meaningful, supportive content. If this video brought you value, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and consider sharing it with someone who might benefit too. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to connect with you again in our next video. Until then, take good care.